international break came at the right time or the wrong time for you, but in terms of...
It was Tony.
How is it? Is he okay?
Yeah. Are you okay? He's okay.
Tomorrow, yeah. In terms of bumps and bruises, injuries, and also how close Allison is to maybe being part of your plans.
Funny enough, we had again lunch together, so he looks good. And yeah, it is improving, but we cannot put any pressure on it. It was a really serious injury in the calf, and it's now much better, of course, and that's good for us, good for him, but we don't know exactly. The target was always like after the next international break he could be ready, but we don't know. So how's that? There's no pressure in it, hopefully, and so that everything will be fine for the rest of the season. That's the plan.
And in terms of the rest of the players that come back.
Yeah, Nabi is close, much closer than Ali. Obviously, I think he could be in training when we come back from Napoli next week. Kleiny and Paul Glatzel, and so that they're obviously far away still, but doing big steps as well. Did I miss anybody? Probably not. You didn't listen really, right? I know. Thank you. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but it looks quite okay in the moment.
Congratulations on winning the Manager of the Month.
Thank you.
It's been another great start. It was a great start.
It's a new trophy. They changed the trophy. Really.
So you won one already?
Yeah.
Are you sensing a greater belief this time round in your players than last season? Because you made a fantastic start last season. I just wonder if anything's changed in terms of their belief and what they do.
Not really, but if you ask me about it, the start, because it was a good start, is a good start. But of course, things changed. We only have to make sure that we use the things in the right way. So the experience we made, yes, we always were like, it always felt a little bit that we are one step behind until we win finally something. We were good, but close is not enough, pretty much like that. And yes, now we won it. It was for sure a big relief. The boys were confident last year. The boys are confident this year. It's all about if we play the way we want to play with 100%, then we are a difficult opponent. As long as we do that, we will win football games. Not all of them probably, but we can win football games, and that's what we have to make sure. And they're all responsible for that. We are all responsible for that. So it didn't change a big thing for us, to be honest, to win it. We had to deal with a few new things. It was a lot of talk about it when we already made up with it, if you want. If you already realized it's over, then we had still to talk about it. It was like strange, but that's obviously part of winning something as well. And that was an experience as well. But apart from that, it didn't change a lot. The boys are still the same hungry bunch of good football players what they were before, and I'm really happy about that. And that's what we have to show tomorrow again, because Newcastle will fight like crazy, and like they did against Tottenham, for example. They had a couple of good results now, and if somebody, I'm not sure if anybody want to ask something about Newcastle today, that I put it in my answer, in this answer already. So it's really strange that kind of 20-something percent possession at Tottenham, but deserved the 3 points, to be honest, because with this 20-something possession, they did a lot of really good stuff, and it's difficult. For us tomorrow, the game will be a real challenge. We need pretty much everybody on their toes, and I hope that after 2 weeks, or I don't know when we had the last home game, last away game was Burnley, so 3 weeks probably when we played the last at home, it was against Arsenal. We need that atmosphere again at 12:30, and if we have that atmosphere, then we can do something.
I do want to ask you about the Napoli game. I know that it's 2 games time, but saw the shots yesterday in the dressing room in a bit of a state. Are you concerned about that in terms of preparation for a big game like that, or does it not matter?
I think it will be sorted until we come. I don't know actually. I heard different things about it. I saw pictures, but you don't. I was not live streaming, so maybe somebody made it last May or whatever. And I don't know really, but I trust. In this case, the UEFA enough to think that they will sort something, that we will have a shower and any space where we can change. So I hope that will be organized like this. But I don't know. I don't want to make it bigger than it is. If it would look like it looked on the few pictures we saw, it would be not too cool. But as long as the pitch is still there and all the rest as well, then we could play as well. But of course, would not be cool. But we cannot change that. It's not our dressing room. So we only go there and accept the circumstances and go out and play football.
James,
asked you about international players that have been away, but in terms of the ones that haven't this time, I think it was about this time last year that maybe things caught up a little bit on Sadio. Mo Salah posted a nice picture saying he feels refreshed now as well. So how important is that element of it?
It was perfect for the boys who didn't have to go. That's how it is. It's always that challenge between, when this little fight. I'm really happy for the boys being named for their national team. It's really nice. It's a big honor and all that stuff. But I said it 500 times. If you see the players who didn't have to go this time for different reasons, then it's just everything is different. It's in a very intense period to have this kind of 5-6 days off. But they always train, but they don't have to be here and we do proper football sessions because usually we only have 3 players here. That makes no sense. This time it would have been 5. So could have trained, but it makes still no sense. And then Sadio and Mo have still not the time off what they needed. So for all the others, it's really tough. Always they have 2 games when we speak about international break, but they have another week with 2 games, which is just not easy over in a long period. But we cannot change that, so we don't think too much about it. But the more often we could do something like that, the better it would be for the boys, because it feels not only refreshed, they are refreshed. That's how it is, and hopefully we can use that.
It seems, seeing how it's Friday the 13th today, to ask you about the element of luck that maybe sometimes.
My youngest son is born on the 13th, so for me it's no bad luck on the 13th, if you want to ask about that.
Well, not necessarily Friday the 13th, which has clearly been good on at least one time in your life, but just in terms of the element...
really good.
In terms of the element of luck then, does it play any sort of part? Do you feel that it plays a part in whether you are successful or not?
Yeah, always. Life without luck is a difficult battle. Football without luck is a very difficult battle as well. So yes, of course, we had in the last Champions League final more luck than we had in all the others, in all the other games, important games, Champions League finals or whatever. That's true. It was not too much, but it was more because we had absolutely none in the games before. So it's easy to have a bit more luck. So that's, of course, that's normal and it's true. But I accept that long ago. So how can you influence luck? I know in Germany you have the saying you can work for it. I'm not 100% sure. I think most of the people are working for it, but still not everybody has it. So that's the situation. Yes, luck has an influence on life and on football as well.
Julia? You're probably going to get asked this question until you actually do this again at Anfield, but 2.5 years is a long time. So what do you put that success down to?
And we don't think about it. It's just not really. It's not one time that we mention it. The last game, the last 13, the last this, the last 2.5 years. We don't feel it. We know as well, and I think Sifru said it. Stats are there to be broken, so that's how it is. And if you tell them, it's always nice to be the first one. Then after 2.5 years, to be the team who can do this. And each team could have done it, but we were in most of the moments we were better. So and deserved the win or the 3 points or the draw or whatever. So that's good. But the only thing I'm concerned about is really how can we be again in a similar or if possible in a better mood and shape as we were against Arsenal, because that was attitude-wise really high level, highest level, to be honest. And that's what we have to do, and not about what happened in the last 2.5 years. It's nice. If you look at it, it's a number. It's nothing else. It's nothing else. We just had to, it was clear we had to change things. Since I came here, not only this, but this one of you have to make Anfield a fortress again. It's clear. Everybody wants to do that with their own stadium because you play most of the time there. Each second game is there. So that makes 100% sense. Using your own crowd, using the atmosphere, and also we all want to do that, but it's still difficult. And we created a proper basis together there. That it became more difficult for other teams to get something from here, but it was always, or for a lot of teams, still possible. And we have to make sure that the day when it will happen will be in the future, far away, and that's the target. But the only thing we really can do is to give everything tomorrow. And if we do that, we have a chance to win. And if we have the chance to win, then we should take it.
Yeah, in terms of the international breaks, and we know that disruptive to the club scene for all managers, and they're all difficult to cope with. Is the first one the most difficult because it comes so early on in the campaign and you have players away? hardly having rest. Does that?
Not really. No, they're all difficult. So, ask me. We have now. The next one is in October, then the next one is in November, right? So they're all difficult. It's very, very, very intense period always. So no, there's no difference. I know what you mean with the rhythm and stuff like that. That you only started and then they go away again. I don't think I really experience a difference between the different international breaks. It's always. You need to be lucky there as well that they all come back healthy, because you have absolutely no influence on that. Everything can happen when they're away. So as long as you are lucky, you take everything. You take each result. You take each thing. You think, oh, they're healthy again, and we can start again. We are meanwhile used to that. We have since I'm here, we have got more and more players on international duty, and it means we have such a small group. 3 players, I think, would stay here, plus goalies would stay here for training, and all the others are all over the world. Even the young boys are all over the world. So, yeah, it's a challenge for all of us. But I said for all of us, we are not the only club. But of course, the top 6 again, clubs have more players busy in that period as well. So it's not easy, but it's our situation, and we accepted it long ago.
Really interested to read some comments from Sadio Mane this week, and he was asked about being linked with Real Madrid and other clubs, and I think the essence of what he said was, I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am at Anfield. And you get the feeling that he's not the only one either. With that sense of togetherness amongst the squad, and lots of them on long-term contracts, how valuable can that be, that sort of togetherness amongst all the players?
First and foremost, we have to make sure that the situation stays like this, that we are all like this with each other. So we have a wonderful atmosphere inside the group. We have a sensational atmosphere at Melwood, and we all know what kind of atmosphere we have at Anfield. So, and if we go wherever we go in the world, then the people are in the moment really happy to see us, at least our supporters. So that's absolutely special. But we worked hard for that. And we have to keep that. How can you keep that if you stay just in the same mood? If you always only focus on the next step, just do the next step, improve, try to fight as much as you can, run as far as you can, jump as high as you can, and all that stuff. That's what we have to do, and then you can stay like this. Yes, it's nice. This club is wonderful, but it was always wonderful. Just the atmosphere was not always like this because of different things. Now we have quite a good basis, and we have to use it and to improve it and all that stuff. And then the boys have no reason to leave. So it's if they look left or right and see the quality of players they have in the dressing room, on top they like each other, which helps a lot, but it's not the most important thing, but it helps a lot. And so that's something, of course, they want to use the opportunity which this club gave this team, and I'm happy about that, obviously.
Yeah, just on Newcastle, how different a team do you see them under Steve?
Good, really difficult summer break or whatever. Off season, it was really difficult with Rafa leaving and stuff like that. Even I was not too much in football in that time, but even I was really felt everybody informed me about that, so it was difficult. And for Steve, for sure, difficult job. Following after Rafa was probably never easy, but in a specific case, and really difficult. And he did fantastic so far, really fantastic. Close games, and nowadays, okay, the first one against Norwich, maybe not too nice, but since then, close games and good results as well, and very important. So very difficult to play. They kept pretty much the style of last year. So with Rondon got replaced by Joeliton. If you're looking for a player who plays similar to Rondon, perfect choice. Really, he can keep the ball. He's a proper threat, has the speed and all that stuff, and then. The wings quick, 5 in the back and all that stuff. It's difficult to create chances against. They're always ready for counter-attacks, so they have the speed for it. How is that? I think 25% possession at Tottenham, but always really, really good, really good. Scored a wonderful goal and defended with a big heart and good organization. And then that's it. That's what we had to prepare for, and that's what we did. So that will not be easy. That's what people expect. Probably with all the difficulties they had in the summer, I'm really impressed by the solutions they found and the things they did so far.
Go down the line, David. Anything from you? No, I'll come to you in a second. Julia, Richard, anything from yourself? No, Neil, James. Wow, then final one, 2 questions if that's okay. Julia from Austrian TV. It's up to you whether you'd like to answer in your other tongue.
Wäre Deutsch okay?
Ja, kein Problem.
Viele Fans aus Österreich. Jürgen, ich muss leider schon ein bisschen zu Salzburg fragen, weil das ist die einzige Möglichkeit. Ich weiß, es ist noch sehr weit weg, aber ich habe schon gelesen, Sie sind sehr beeindruckt, also sehr viel Respekt geht auch dieser Mannschaft. Ich meine, ich würde sagen, Mané, Navigator. Könnten Sie uns vielleicht sagen, was genau beeindruckt Sie an Salzburg? Und haben Sie vielleicht nach der Hose schon kontaktiert, Ihren ehemaligen Schützling?
Nicht deswegen kontaktiert. Er hatte übrigens gestern Geburtstag. Ja? Marco, ja. War es gestern oder vorgestern? Ich habe ihm auf jeden Fall geschrieben. So, er hat zurückgeschrieben. Ja, ja, praktisch. Ja, aber ich habe mit Marco darüber gesprochen, klar. Und er hat sie schon ein paar Mal gesehen. Ich hatte sie bisher nicht gesehen, mittlerweile habe ich sie gesehen. Und es ist einfach beeindruckend. Welche Pressingmaschinen ist ja im Art Fußball, die ich ziemlich gerne mag. Und Mr. Marsch hat da offensichtlich entspringt ja der Red Bull-Schule und ist aus Leipzig jetzt von Ralf Rangnick da nach Salzburg gegangen. Top-Lösung. Marco zu verlieren ist, glaube ich, nicht so einfach in der Phase, in der sie sich befunden haben. Und dann so eine Lösung finde ich echt stark. Wieder Spieler abgegeben und trotzdem dominieren sie der Liga fast nach Belieben, schießen Tore ohne Ende. Ich habe irgendwo gelesen, glaube ich, man kann den Ball ungefähr 5,3 Sekunden haben, dann hat ein Salzburg wieder. Das ist etwas, was in der Welt da draußen noch gar nicht wirklich angekommen ist, weil es halt Österreich ist. Aber ich weiß das schon und bin davon echt, finde es gut. Wird sehr interessant und befürchte ziemlich wild, die Spiele. Aber muss man halt bereit sein.
Was erwartet uns Ösis da an der Anfield Road? Ich meine,
Das kann ich nicht beschreiben. Das muss man erleben. Das ist außergewöhnlich. Das habt ihr jetzt, glaube ich, in eurem wundervollen Land. Glaube ich, so eine Atmosphäre ist schwierig. Da müsste man ein paar, keine Ahnung, wen genau gegeneinander spielen lassen und dann welches Stadion wählen, weiß ich auch nicht genau. Aber das ist schon ein ganz spezieller Ort und da kann man sich auf jeden Fall drauf freuen und ja, ist außergewöhnlich, ganz bestimmt.
Ich habe noch Salzburg-Kugeln mit.
Knockout, sie nicht. Nein. Ja, die essen es auch nicht. Aber hier er isst es. Yeah. They have a present. You can eat it. It's chocolate.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. No, I said only that Salzburg is quite impressive. Yeah. They play a proper press. When you watch them first time, you will see that in a moment you think, yeah, and then it's Salzburg, and then Genk. But there will be the moment when you hopefully watch a game of them as well, and then you will realize, oops, in other countries they play football as well. So that was pretty much the summary. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Welcome.